Welcome to Xbox On, and I'm joined by Greg to talk us through multiplayer from Sledgehammer Games. First of all, so excited to see the game for the very first time. What's new with Modern Warfare 3?
Oh, we have so much new in the game. The largest thing coming off the bat is we have 16 of some of the greatest launch maps ever. These are coming from Modern Warfare 2009, and we've just completely revamped them from the ground up. And they are everything that you remember from the game and better. And we've actually brought in a lot of the new, we've modernized them with a bunch of new mechanics that we've had, like mounting and doors and slide and you know, all of the awesome game modes that are coming as well, like Hardpoint and Kill Confirm, just weren't there back in the day when these were originally out. And we've really just taken them in and adopted them as our own maps within Sledgehammer. And the team has gone through every individual map and really written a love letter to it and really found every nook and cranny, understanding like where all of the Easter eggs are, adding a few of our own, and it's just an amazing experience to get in there and just experience them all over again. It's wonderful. So in maps like High Rise, you can go up and get on top of things you were never able to get on top of before. It's familiar and it's new and exciting at the same time, and just getting into these maps is a awesome experience to have.
What are some of the biggest considerations that you take into account when balancing weapons and score streaks in Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, so with the balance, it is always constantly playtesting the game, and you look for outliers. Initially, we're looking for outliers across like the one-shot kills. Like if you're getting one-shotted by shotguns in every match, we're gonna go look at that, and we're gonna bring that down and figure out why it's happening. One of the things that we've done within the game is we've really looked at time to kill, and we've modified the health across the board. For all players, it's now 150 health. It was 100, now it's 150, and that allows us to have much more flexibility with how we balance and tune our weapons, and it really allows every weapon to have its own spot. We have over 100 weapons day one in the game, and these are coming from the Carry Forward initiative that we have. So everything that you've used in Modern Warfare 2 is available for you day one in Modern Warfare 3. We keep all of the weapon leveling that all of your investment. We honor that player investment within the game, and we want you in there using them day one and having fun with the camos that you ground for, everything.
All right, I have to mention camos, right? I personally, right, Sam on the team, on the Xbox On team, always beats me to the master camo. What kind of camos have we got to look forward to in Modern Warfare 3?
In Modern Warfare 3, we have our own camo grind. So you're still able to use the camos for Modern Warfare 2 on all the Modern Warfare 2 guns, so you can equip your Orion camo on your M4. In Modern Warfare 3, we have our own completionist camos, and they're just another grind for you to go in and really have fun grinding for it. The first one is called Gilded.
Gilded?
Yeah, it's the Gilded camo. It is very flashy and cool, and there's a whole series of them coming out.
Oh, I can't wait. Honestly, it's going to be fun. Out of all the new maps being added into the game, right, which we've experienced in 2009, which are your personal favorites?
Oh, my personal my go-to map is usually Afghan. And it's a bit different. People aren't like, it's not like top tier map, but it is a great map. I really enjoy it. I love the movement that you can do between the plane and the mountainside, the cliffside. There's a lot of intricacies with the cave system that you can go into, and also the poppy field as well.
In the briefing, one of the big things that we talked about is how we're going to be creating our loadouts in Modern Warfare 3. A big part of that was the vest. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, it's one of the things we went and we attacked first within the game, and it is a huge part. Your loadout is a massive part of what you're doing, what you're bringing into the match, and we wanted to contextualize that. We have all of the, like, with Gunsmith was one of the inspirations behind it, because Gunsmith really took weapon attachments and contextualized them and made them make sense. And we wanted to take that and bring that into the loadout system. So now we have vests, and vests are going to dictate what you're able to carry within your loadout. So we have our perks, which are now categorized into contextual categories. So we have gloves, which are going to affect your weapon handling and how your weapon swap speeds, your reload speeds. We have boots, which affect your movement, so how quickly you can maneuver, whether you have your stalker boots to be able to ADS and move faster, or your tack pads, which allow you to slide further. Those are all going to be in your boots category. And then you have gear. And gear is really about your intelligence gathering. That's where we play with the mini-map. That's your hardline perks. And each of these vests is going to determine how many of those you can take So we have like the infantry vest, the standard infantry vest has a set of perks that go with it. So you can move a little faster with it, your recharge time's faster. And then it's the basic Modern Warfare loadout, which is your primary weapon, secondary weapon, 3 perks, tactical, lethal. Okay. And then each vest changes that up a little bit. So when you look at your engineering vest, it allows you to take 2 tacticals, but you don't get a lethal with that. Or if you take your gunner vest, you can now take a primary weapon rather than a secondary weapon, and you're losing your boot slot, which is a really important slot, but you're trading that off for your extra primary weapon.
Nice. So it's the same sort of trade-offs that you make in the past. Like if you want to have both like an SMG and an assault rifle, you can go for that vest, but you will lose that extra movement that you would gain without it.
Exactly. And those trade-offs are what make the game interesting, and having those interesting decisions before you go into a match, or even when you're in a match, because you can change it up when you're in a match. And that is what we're looking for on the design side within the game, is we want those really interesting choices for you to make. Yeah. And then once you go in and experiment with them, come back out of the game and go, okay, well, I want to try this other vest and see how I can play with these mechanics a little more.
Yeah, and talking about changing things up, as you mentioned, we've got Aftermarket Parts, which got a huge cheer from all the creators. How is that going to work in the game?
So Aftermarket Parts are a massive change to a game, or to a weapon that is in your gunsmith. So within Gunsmith, you can go in and you can add an aftermarket part onto a weapon, and it'll change things like an LMG. We have a bullpup modification to an LMG that allows you to take an LMG and really bring in that range, get those ADS times much faster on those, and add maneuverability to it, which is something like we're basically getting cross-class functionality between these items. So we mentioned a little bit earlier about the decisions in making between your primary and your secondary. We actually have an aftermarket part for the Renetti pistol, which allows you to customize it into an SMG.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to change it up completely, because now you can put an SMG in your secondary slot and not have to take that gunner vest, which allows you to make even more decisions and change it up how you go into each match.
And how are players going to be able to earn these aftermarket parts?
Yeah, so we have a new system within the game which is called weekly challenges, and it is exactly as it sounds. They are challenges that happen every week, and each of these, so the first 3 weeks of launch, we have a weekly challenge set. You complete that weekly challenge set, and you're rewarded with an aftermarket part. And as you collect these aftermarket parts throughout, you're able to use them, and you're able to go into matches with them.
Will it be a specific aftermarket part that you'll earn for each week, or will you get a choice?
Yeah, so you'll go through 3 different aftermarket parts, and it's a specific one for that week. And it's an awesome experience to have within the game. It's something to chase that's beyond those dailies that you're getting. It's an extra grind on top of also the camo grind that you can do. I
actually can't wait to get my hands on it. It's going to be so exciting to see, what's this aftermarket part going to do, and how's it going to change the meta?
Right, yeah, and even then after you get that, you're also you're leveling weapons with that as well. Yeah. So it has a great dichotomy with everything else.
Really nice progression system. Yeah. This is going to feel really natural. I've also got one other big question, which is about the war mode, which looks so much fun. Came from World War II, and I think it's one of the most favorite modes that has not been seen since.
It is.
How's that going to work in Modern Warfare 3?
It's going to work great, and it does work great because it's a really fun mode to have within the game. It's attack defend mode, and this one specifically is your Task Force 141. You're trying to take down Coney group who's taken over a military base.
Yeah.
They're launching ICBMs from it. And so it's an awesome experience. You start off taking out the SAM sites, you land and escort a tank throughout a city block, and then go in and take out the ICBM launch facility. And it's awesome for those challenges that you have within the game that are long shot challenges. It's very much, as you're going through the map, you're able to really predict where the enemies are going to come from, and it is a head-on battle throughout the entire match.
I've got one final question, because I'm a little bit of a try-hard myself.
Okay.
Can you tell us about a nuke?
A nuke?
A nuke in Modern Warfare 3?
They're there. They are there.
Is it 25 kills? I'll have to go try.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.